Welcome to Corvette Talk with Scags. Today I'm going to do a little part 2 about my 1970 Corvette Coupe here. At the end of the 60s and in the early 70s, the United States had put a man on the moon, and a lot of products were influenced by the space age and the jet age. And obviously auto manufacturers were no different. The Corvette obviously got in on the trend as well. Some advertising slogans that I have in here. Here's one of them for the 68 Corvette. 10 seconds to lift off, referencing the new for 1968 T-tops, which was kind of cool. So a nice reference to the space age there. Over here, I have some more advertising slogans. This was about the 1970 Corvette. Windshield wipers, headlights, door handles, coupe roof panels, everything tucks away but the landing gear. So landing gear was a little reference to the space age and the jet age as well. The big block motor that year was called the turbojet motor, and the small block was called the turbo fire motor. More references to the space age and the jet age. The bucket seats in the Corvette were called strato bucket seats, another reference to space age and the jet age. If you come around over here, the Corvette had a cold air or a ventilation system that was called astroventilation, and it was actually engraved on the window here, which was actually kind of nice. The system was fresh air would come in through this, go through the cabin, and come out through these grates back here. There's actually ductwork in there, so I know it's actually a thing and not just there for looks. Whether it works or not is up for debate. But anyway, more references to the space age and the jet age. As far as like everything being tucked away is concerned, which was Chevy's real motive. As you can see, I got the T-tops off. So what you would do is you pop your T-tops off. You would put them in these bags over here. You slide them into the bags. And then what you do is you come around over here and you put your seats up, both of them, so that you don't smash into anything. And there are these little straps back here. And you slide the T-tops into these straps, and then you cinch them up so they're tight against over here. As you can see, I smashed it a couple of times, broke this plastic piece, whatever, so that it gives you still access to these three compartments. These three compartments, again, keeping with the idea of everything being hidden. So you pop this open, and here's your instructions about how to jack the car up. You say, well, where's the jack? I don't know where the jack is. You lift this little hidden compartment here. More cool stuff, and underneath this hidden compartment is, if I can get out of here, is your jack and your jacking tools. Okay, so you take your jacking tools. Now I could see that in '68 Chevy had this awesome design, and they said, okay, we got this great looking car, this awesome design. Oh, but wait, we forgot about the spare tire. Where do we put the spare tire? Well, the spare tire, keeping again with the hidden, everything being hidden, actually is tucked up under here. You loosen this bolt under here, you drop the spare tire, you use your jacking instructions there, and you jack up your car and you change your tire. The spare tire under there is absolutely ancient. It's probably the original one that came with the car. Another cool feature of this car is this removable back window. You pop these latches in here. You got to contort yourself a little bit and go around over that side so you can go from that side. Then you just push this out. Okay, the window pops out, if you can get it out, and then it slides in this little neat shelf here. Slide it in there. There's actually little hinges to actually attach it in there. So you stick that in there, and then you close this thing up like this, and there it is. Again, keeping with the disappearing act. This is the handle. It's supposed to go in there. I broke it off. Like I said in my earlier episode, this car is just a driver. It's nothing perfect, so it's keeping with the theme. Here's the broken piece that goes over there. I mentioned the owner's manual and some documentation for the car. There it is right there. So you got that compartment. Here's where the battery goes. In case you're considering a Corvette C3 purchase and you're curious as to where's the battery? Well, the battery goes over there. As you can see, I can't open it, so really no big deal. So that's some more neat stuff about the Corvette C3. Say for instance you're washing your Corvette and you want to pop open the headlights and you want to open the wiper door and you want to clean but you don't feel like turning the thing on. I'm glad you asked, because you come in here like this And these little knobs down here will open up your headlight doors and open up your wiper door without actually turning the vehicle on. So there should be enough vacuum still left in the car for me to do this, so let's try it out. Okay, well there isn't, no big deal. But anyway, that's if you have vacuum still. All these little doors and stuff, they run on vacuum, which is air sucked through the car. So if you turn the car on and off, you should have enough vacuum to suck that in. Trim tag. Now I know I mentioned numbers matching my earlier episode. Your trim tag will tell you the exterior paint and the interior color code. And say for instance you're not sure what all that means, and you say to yourself, well Scags, I have a car, a 1969, and I'm not sure whether it's numbers matching. Okay, so you pop open your hood here. You find the pad on the front of the motor, which is right here. Okay, this pad right here. Come around on this side. It's right here. Okay, you clean that pad off. Okay, you jot down the numbers, and I'm going to show you some books. I have tons of books on all sorts of cars, lots of them in reference to Corvettes, and I'm going to show you people out there two books that you have to have. One of them is M.F. Dobbins' fact book on the 1968 to 1972 Corvette Stingray. So for instance, you scratch your pad there, you write down the numbers, but then you say, well, what do they mean? M.F. Dobbins answered that question for you. Corvette Black Book, another one by Mike Antonick, another great book. If you have these two books, you could decode anything about your Corvette. Here's another little reference here, as I mentioned, turbo fire. Another little jet age or space age reference there. One thing that if you guys are looking for a Corvette as far as an investment is concerned, I know I mentioned earlier in my first episode that you want to do numbers matching. I also want to tell you guys out there that any type of sticker or decal here, come around over here, could add to the ownership experience for you. This one still, my car still has the original manufactured by GM Motors Corp sticker on the door here. It says when it was actually manufactured, March of 1970, which is kind of cool. A really old, I guess it's like a service a service sticker there. It even has something on the windshield here when it was had an oil change in 2005. So those kind of things could add some value to your Corvette. If you're not into that, then that's fine too. Anyway, I want to show you a couple of other quick things here. This car, keeping with options and stuff like that, this car actually had an alarm. Okay, you stick the key in there, you turn it, and it sets the alarm. It doesn't work anymore, but that's what it is there. I mentioned earlier that I did have some options in this car. Air conditioning, you see the compressor there. Power brakes, you see the power brake booster. Power steering, you see the power steering booster there. So this car was actually kind of a boulevard cruiser with the automatic transmission. Some other neat things was a tilt telescopic steering wheel, which I think is kind of cool. You turn that like that, and your steering wheel will go back and forth. If you're a little big in the belly like some of us are, you can move this up and down like this to give yourself a little more room. I showed you the light fiber optic light monitoring system last time. I'm actually going to start this puppy up. Hold your ears because it's kind of loud. I'm going to show you how the headlights and the wiper door work. Okay, so the wiper, little knob here. Turn it like this. The door pops open. There's the windshield wiper. Totally cool. Close it. Door closes shut. You want to pop your windshield, you want to open your lights, open the lights like that. And another cool little thing about this car was that it had a system where it cleaned the a headlight washing system. It sprayed the outside headlight. So that's your pop-up headlights, and as you can see, in keeping with what GM had in mind, what Chevrolet had in mind, everything was supposed to be hidden. That included the headlights, that included the wipers, that included the door handles, hidden door handles, that included the spare tire, that included the T-tops, that included the back window. Everything was meant to be hidden away, in keeping with the jet age and the space age of the time. So a really nifty car. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope that answers some more questions you might have about the C3 Corvette. really a lot of fun to own one of these. And let's face it, I haven't even driven it yet. We're standing out here in the snow, so driving it is really part of the fun. So happy motoring, enjoy your plastic Fantastik. Next time I think I'm going to talk about a little memorabilia that I have, some Corvette centered memorabilia, and I'll do a little garage tour, and that'll be for the next episode. Remember, I'm looking for you guys and gals to come out here to Sandusfield, Massachusetts, so I could do a program on your car. So let me know. I got 2 commitments so far, so I'm looking for your commitment. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.